You're about to watch the most viral, most shared video clip, just a few seconds long, of 2025 so far. I am not exaggerating. This video has been shared more times than any other video so far in 2025. And you know I'm not kidding when I say that's a really big deal. This happened at a Coldplay concert in Boston, where a man named Andy Byron, who is the CEO of a company called Astronomer, which nobody had even heard of until yesterday, at least I hadn't, was caught on this candid camera with his girlfriend. And it's led to, as you can imagine, all kinds of fireworks. I honestly don't know where to start. There is so much to unpack in this video and all the different fireworks it has resulted in. But I do want to get the views of people who I know have views on things like these. Papa CJ is one of India's most well-known comics. He's a leadership coach and an author as well. Welcome, Papa. Shailendra Singh is founder of Sunburn Festival and Percept. Radhika Vaz is a stand-up comic and creator. Good to see all of you. Thank you. I know we're all having a laugh at this, but there's so much cringe, there's so much second-hand embarrassment. There are all these themes of toxicity and corporate culture and the moral police. Shailendra, you've put up some of India's biggest events and concerts. This happened at a monster Coldplay concert. What happened? How did this happen?
Shiv, since the explosion of social and digital media, nobody's safe. The God's eye is everywhere. And to be honest, what's happened to Andy, God bless him for sure, because he's a global phenomena. But the interesting part is that when you go to an event like this, you're fair meat because you're part of the content. You're fair game and you're part of the entertainment. But I guess this is not the kind of entertainment they look forward to. But look at the world today, Shiv. You're just not safe anywhere, for God's sake.
Yeah.
And look at Coldplay. Chris has taken the responsibility of getting this out globally. I don't know how Andy feels about this, whether he wants to sue Chris or the concert creators. But there's a moral side and then there's a legal side to it. But at the end of the day, when you go to a concert, you're pretty much signing up the rights just the way you sign up on Instagram or Facebook. You say, I accept, those terms that we do. So pretty much when you enter a concert, you can be fairly short and exposed. And this is one hell of an exposure. This makes a great scene of a movie. I'm surely a lot of scriptwriters are inspired. Yeah. And Shiv, you doing this on a Friday night is great entertainment. God bless you.
Yeah, Radhika, should I feel guilty laughing about this? I know there are serious angles to this whole thing, but I don't know. I've just been laughing about this since last night.
I don't think there's anything other than it being funny. These are not friends of mine.
Yeah.
My husband, I don't care. Unlikely to meet these two characters. I don't know if this guy is a first-time cheater or an expert, because this is either a rookie mistake to go to such a public place where this can easily happen, or it is the confidence of a guy who's done it a million times. I don't know where this guy stands.
Yeah. You're like hiding in plain sight. That's what a lot of people were actually saying. It's like, who the hell cares? Papa, where do you stand on this? Have you been having a good laugh at this, or has it bothered you? What do you think?
Well, I have a couple of thoughts on it. The first one is a public service announcement, because I have a national tour called Papa CJ Still Standing Up, which starts in a week.
Does it have a kiss cam?
I want to let my audiences know that there are no cameras which will be on the audience. So, CEOs, CHROs, you're all safe. But actually, I'm deeply upset with how all of this has been handled by the media, including you guys, because of the misogyny and the patriarchy, the patriarchal approach with which this has been treated. This lady is an accomplished woman.
Yeah.
Even on NDTV, you say CEO and his girlfriend.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged.
Boyfriend.
True. Guilty as charged.
Why is he getting all the attention?
But he's her boss. That's the point.
But still, he's getting all the attention. He's a CHRO of
No, but look at our screen. Papa, look at our screen. We've got her on the screen right now. Who is Kristen Cabot? There you go. NDTV is not patriarchal. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
And also the other problem in this organization, outside of whatever else is going on,
Point taken, but
is that she's clearly in the wrong job, right? Because cheaters are very good storytellers. should be in PR. She should be in marketing. She should be curating experiences. Because, I mean, the ability to lie to so many different people and tell different stories, you're in the wrong job. Why are you in HR? So I think it's a misplaced role as well. Because the other fantastic aspect of good storytellers is you can't fool all the people all the time. But eventually when they get caught, they will convince you that they are the victims.
Radhika is aching to say something. Radhika, go for
I
it.
just wanted to point out to CJ. CJ, I don't think this is the kind of attention she wants. She's like quite happy. Just call me the girlfriend and leave me alone, man. Don't. It's good. Give it all to
any
him.
of them want.
Give it all to him. But the other thing is, she's actually single. She's probably not told anyone any stories. That other girl in the thing who's doing this, that's her best friend. Everybody knows her side of the story. She's told everyone. He's the one who's married and is the cheater. So he's the clever storyteller, I think.
No, this whole toxic tycoon thing, Shailendra,
Yeah.
that's become one of the themes as well. Toxic tycoon, so arrogant that he would do this in plain sight at a concert.
Shiv, I think, everybody has an opinion today and everybody can say what they want globally in 30 seconds and it becomes viral. I wish we had Andy on the show today, Shiv. We should reach out to him, bring him on your show
by
tomorrow.
the way. We actually tried. We tried to have Chris Martin also on the show.
Oh, no.
Somehow he said no. Somehow.
His stars full of sky didn't light it up so well. But having said that, look, who knows? Look, I do a lot of films, feature films in my life. This is a great script because at the end of the day, who knows that they must be truly in love and they were about to tell the family and Chris Martin did it. So maybe this is going to turn out into a massive global celebration soon. But having said that, Shiv, on a serious note, I think all of us as citizens of the planet must understand one thing, that we crave for one thing, which is freedom, and we don't have any left. We've given away all our rights. We've given away our fingerprints, our retina. We accepted all the terms of, Meta, and there's nothing personal in our life.
Yeah.
And this is one of the examples. I mean, you know what I mean? Look, I don't want to take any side for the man, for the lady, for the incident that has occurred.
Yeah.
But I think every citizen on the planet should understand what's going on, that you're just not safe anywhere. You're not private. Your life is public, and it's just not about celebrities. These were not celebrities. This is not Shah Rukh Khan and Priyanka Chopra affair.
True.
Sorry, I said that. That was a long time ago. But having said that, this is just normal humans getting exposed in a massive concert by Chris Martin. And what was Chris thinking? Oh my God, that's also very interesting.
That's right, because, in that clip itself, you can actually hear Chris Martin's voice saying, either these people are very shy or they're having an affair. And
yeah, exactly.
And oh my God. So, Radhika, the point is, while we all have a laugh, there's this whole toxic tycoon conversation that's happening. And what Shailendra says when he says, this is also such an incredible jolt of a reminder that our lives are all out in the open, and it can all be out there in like what? This was like a 6-second clip. 6 seconds. Nobody had even heard of astronomer. I know a lot, and I had never heard of astronomer before this. And it's such a reminder that the age we live in, things can change on a dime with a 6-second video clip.
So first of all, I don't think he's been called a tycoon until like today. Like now, this is like he's a tycoon. He must be so happy.
I needed a word to alliterate with toxic. That's why I said toxic tycoon.
I thought so.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, listen, people have been having affairs forever, and these kiss cams, they've been around since I don't know, many years. I mean, you guys know, at basketball games in the 80s, and it's always been a thing. I mean, they just had an affair, guys. Worse things have happened. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think this is hilarious. To me, this is what Instagram and TikTok are for. And it's too bad. I mean, you got caught, dude.
Yeah. No, I mean, true. And, one of the memes, the wonderful age we live in, Papa, means that, to hell with your feelings, right? Somebody's put out a Coldplay concert cover that says the divorce tour, right? We put that on our screen right now. All sorts of really, really rude things happening. But that's what this age really is all about. Your feelings do not matter. If it's out in the open, it's up for conversation and I'm going to have my say.
See, also to be honest, Shiv, I think it all depends on the agreement between the husband and wife, because I think at this age, all of us know enough married people who are having affairs, right? The question is, and while...
Tell us the names.
Huh?
No, just kidding. Carry on.
I don't want legal cases.
I'm not going to mess with Papa on live TV. I'm not messing with Papa.
But we know enough married people who are having affairs. For all you know, they had an open relationship. I mean, there are enough spouses who are clueless. They think that their spouses may be on sort of solo trip somewhere, no clue that there's somebody else with them. But there are some people who have an agreement, it's an open relationship.
Yeah.
But when it's subject to this kind of public scrutiny, that is something that they may not have signed up for.
Yeah.
But depending on how Andy plays his cards, maybe the wife and him will agree that, listen, we had agreed it was an open relationship, right? And save me
we don't know that.
Allow me to save face, take a lot of money, and let's live happily ever after.
Yeah.
You never know.
True.
But yeah, it's comedy gold. It is comedy gold. I've already thought of 10 minutes on my upcoming tour that are going to be purely about this.
Oh my God. Oh, you've already got content for your next thing you're saying.
Shiv, I put an Instagram story at 3 a.m. yesterday telling my audience that there are going to be no live cameras. I was like, this is a gift from the comedy gods.
Shailendra, I'm wondering whether this is going to make people insist on having these kiss cams at events, because that's the way people's minds usually work. Now people will want to be on those kiss cams.
Well, we are living in that era, Shiv, that you want to be noticed and you want to be seen. The scary part of that is that today, as you noticed and you mentioned on your channel, NDTV, in your show, that this thing is the most watched content on the entire planet.
Incredible.
And you know, Shiv, everybody has an opinion. Nobody's caring that there's a family involved. Shiv, nothing. True. Nobody cares. You know, this is such a fragile ecosystem that we have built for ourselves. So while it's entertaining, but it's superbly hurtful, and we must understand that all 8.4 billion people now live in a glass house. So be careful.
So true, and that hits home. You know, there are all these levels also, right, Radhika? There's a class system. You know, these are rich people who've been outed, so they deserve it. You know, these are people sitting in another country, so we can say what we want about it. You know, these are people at a concert that I can't go to, and therefore they're fair game for me. There are all these divisions and dynamics also at play as we have our laughs. Don't you agree, Radhika?
I mean, yeah, maybe. Listen, if this was my cousin or something, I'd be like, oh, my nephew, don't talk about it, whatever. But he's not. So, but the thing is that, you know, first of all, I know a lot of people have seen it, but like we're tracking only the people who have a smartphone, who have Instagram. There are millions and millions and millions of people on this planet, including my husband, by the way, who I called him. I was like, oh, I'm going to be on NDTV by then. He's like, oh, what do you want to talk about? And I'm like, that whole Coldplay affair. And he's like, what affair? I'm like, you haven't heard of this thing on Coldplay, the Coldplay affair? Like these two guys. He's like, no, what? Tell me about it. So there are people who actually haven't heard about this and do not care. So, I mean, let's be real. Like, this is it. And the thing is, listen, I totally understand this thing about, like, there are children. Firstly, his children are grown. And, you know, like what CJ said actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, maybe this wasn't such a big surprise to the wife.
Maybe it wasn't. CJ, last word to you. Anything you'd like to say to the people who are going to be flocking to your upcoming tour? You've already announced that you've got a bit of your content sorted. But anything you want to say, go ahead. The floor is yours for the next 40 seconds.
I think the only thing I want to say is if you come to my upcoming tour of Papa CJ Still Standing Up, rest assured you will be picked on, whether you're sitting in front or at the back. So be very careful who you come with. Don't sit next to your parents. Don't sit next to your children. And you will be in trouble.
Shiv, just one point. I think you should, through your NDTV, put it out on the internet that Chris Martin needs to get the families together. Maybe he takes his guitar and goes to their homes and sings them another nice song. Let's bring the love back.
Let's bring the love back. I always say you'll have no argument from me on that. Thanks very much, Papa, Radhika and Shailendra. Good to have you on this. It's a video. I wonder whether in the 5 months left in this year, there will be a video that will be shared even more widely. Well, it is the internet, so we can always have hope. Thanks, guys. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me here on India Matters.
Thank you. Bye.